So let's talk about what has been going on inside the city of Benin in an area called Upper. As most of you already know, there is a huge cult war currently going on inside Upper right there in the city of Benin. And this war is between Supreme Eiye confraternity and Supreme Vikings confraternity. And unfortunately, this confraternity war has led to the bringing down of more than 8 people within the space of 24 hours. So in this video, I am going to tell you guys the reason this confraternity war started. I will tell you how this war started, and I am also going to be telling you how many people that were brought down, who they are, and the people that brought them down. So if you have been in the Envy family, you will notice that whenever there is a problem between two confraternities like this, most of the time, both groups have their separate stories on what happened. And this is no different, although both groups agreed to the way this confraternity was started, but there is an argument on what happened that led to the first hit, that led to the first person that was killed in this particular confraternity war. And just to be fair, I am going to explain to you guys what the Eiye members said, the Eiye side of the story, and I will also explain to you guys the Vikings side of the story. So I advise you to listen to the end of the video, because in this video I will be telling you what both groups have said. Also going to be playing a voice note which will make my explanation a little bit easier. But before I get into the video, I quickly want to point out that if you want to see the videos of everything that we are going to explain in this video, I will leave a link to the Telegram of Envy family in the comment section. So you can click the link and make a request to join the Envy family Telegram, and I will definitely grant you an access to join the Telegram so you can see what has been going on in the city of Benin for the past 24 hours that has led to the bringing down of a lot of people. So with that out of the way, let's dive into the video. So this confraternity war started 2 nights ago, and according to what happened, this whole problem started inside a commercial vehicle. So there is a commercial vehicle that was going towards Obage area in Benin City. This particular vehicle is said to have started around a place called Free House. And inside this vehicle, there were 2 young men who are said to be members of Eiye. Now these 2 young men are brothers, and they also belong to the same confraternity, which is Supreme Eiye confraternity. So they were inside this commercial vehicle going towards the Obage direction. And it is also said that these 2 young men are familiar with the driver of the commercial vehicle, so they know the person who is driving this particular vehicle. So on their way going to this direction, the driver stopped on the way. The driver picked up more passengers on the way. It is said that the driver had picked up 5 young men. Now mind you, these 5 young men that were picked on the way, they are said to be members of Vikings. So while the vehicle was going, one of the young men, who is a Vikings member, told the driver to stop him at Obage Junction right there in Upper. And the driver had told the young man that he will not get to Obage Junction, that he was going to stop the trip before Obage Junction. So this Vikings member started arguing with the driver, telling the driver, if you know you won't get to Obage Junction, why did you allow us get into this vehicle in the first place? Because that is where we are going to. You should have told us from the very beginning that you will not get to Obage Junction, so we won't get into your vehicle. So they started arguing with the driver. So the argument got escalated, and these young men who are Eiye members in the vehicle decided to speak for the driver since they know the driver. So they started speaking for the driver. Automatically, the problem became between these 2 young men that are Eiye members and the young men that are Vikings members. So this argument between them got escalated, and one of the Vikings decided to slap one of the Eiye members. Now the problem with this is that the Eiye member that they wanted to slap is the senior of the 2 Eiye men that were in the vehicle. Now the younger brother saw that the Vikings member want to slap his brother, and he told the Vikings member, are you crazy? You want to slap my elder brother? You know how the Eiye member said? He was like, you the mad? You want mono my elder brother? And for those of you that don't know, mono is a short form of the word monosoto, which means a hot slap that can deaf somebody's ear, which is popularly used by Eiye members. The word represents a slap slap that can deaf somebody's ear. So please don't go and be saying this outside. My hand not there. Anyway, let's go back to the story. So when the young man, who is an Eiye man, told the Vikings member, "Are you crazy? Do you want to mono my elder brother?" And before you know, the fight got physical. These young men were fighting inside the commercial vehicle that the driver had to stop, and everyone inside the vehicle came down. Now mind you, there were just 2 Eiye men that are brothers and 5 Vikings members. So you know how the Nigerian youth would say, the Vikings members run enter the Eiye members. I was told they even use plank and different things on the Eiye members, to the extent that these Eiye members had to run into different directions just to save their lives. This happened between in the evening to in the night. So the Eiye guys were able to escape, ran into different directions, and the oldest Eiye guy called other Eiye members, told them what happened, and they went to pick him. They went back to that area, started looking for his younger brother, because his younger brother also ran into a different direction. So they were calling his phone, they were looking for him, and fortunately they were able to find his younger brother. So these Eiye men were injured, and the Eiye in that area decided to go treat them, but it was already late at night. From the information, it is said that these young men were still outside around 2 a.m. They had to go wake a nurse that they know that was already sleeping to come out and treat their member. So they treated these young men, and the Eiye members were like, this is too much, that they are going to fight back at Vikings because of what Vikings just did. So they did a little bit of investigation. They noticed that these Vikings members that fought with these Eiye members, they were lodging in a hotel right there in Upper, and they said that the Vikings members were with some girls. So they quickly told some Eiye members to go wait around that hotel and wait for the Vikings members to come out in the morning. So it is said that from 5 a.m. in the morning, Eiye members already mount that hotel waiting for Vikings members to come out. And the Vikings members might have had a very good night, because it is said that these young men did not come out until around 11 a.m. in the morning, which was yesterday 11 a.m. yesterday morning. And it is said that when these young men came out, the Eiye members ran into these Vikings members, and some of them got injured. Now this part of the story is agreed by both sides that this is what happened. Now the next part of the story is where the Vikings and Eiye started arguing that this is not what happened. So I am going to tell you the part of Eiye first. So Eiye members said that when they ran into those Vikings members in the morning, the Vikings members got angry, and before they knew, the Vikings hit squad started rolling, and they brought down a young man who is an Eiye member. So the Eiye members are saying that the Vikings were the first people that pulled the hit. They said after they brought down the Eiye members got angry, went into the street of Upper, started looking for members of Vikings, and they brought down 2 Vikings members. Then later the Vikings called for peace talk, and during the peace talk, the Eiye members rejected the peace talk, bust the head of some of the Vikings members that came for the peace talk, stabbed some of the Vikings members that came for the peace talk, and the Vikings members ran away from the peace talk. However, the Vikings said that this is all fabrication, that this is not what happened. The Vikings members had said that after what transpired that very night, the very next morning, the Eiye members went to look for some Vikings members and injured them, just like what the Eiye members also said. However, the Vikings members have said that nobody have died before they called for peace talk. They said when they noticed that some Eiye members were already injured the previous night, and yesterday morning, some Vikings members were injured. So the Vikings members decided to call for peace talk. And they said when they called for that peace talk, the Eiye members accepted the peace talk, but they didn't know that it was an ambush. So when they got to the peace talk, before they knew what was happening, the Eiye members ran into them, bust their head, stabbed their members, and they ran. But they said, however, one of their members was unable to escape, and this particular member that was unable to escape was the first person that the Eiye member brought down. They said the Eiye member brought down their member on the ground where they were doing peace talk. They said that was the first person that was brought down in this confraternity war. They said Eiye members were the first people that started the killing. And the Vikings member that is said to have been brought down in the place they were making peace is a very prominent Vikings member in that area. The young man is a former #1 man of Vikings in that area. They said he is a retired pilot. They really don't call him an emeritus, because they said emeritus is someone who was a #1 man in the higher institution. And they said a person who is a former #1 man in the city, in the town, that person is known as a retired pilot. So they they said the person that Eiye members brought down during the peace talk is a retired pilot, that Eiye were the people that started the killings. Let me play this voice note for you guys, and you can hear from the Vikings member when he was saying that Eiye people killed their retired pilot during peace talk, and I will come back to continue the analysis.
And for still that, now that Plateau 7 so now Plateau 7 and the ROS just for the play never spread. So after the Marodi Blue BST, so they can later go meet up with the Blue BST, make them dialogue the matter. So Blue BST now their wara wara not dey finish. Going there to go dialogue with them, not know say the lay ambush down. So now that he dive retired, one retired 7, bring her down. Now that he throw the retired OVB for peace talking ground. And at the Blue BST is nice to see me the dialogue the matter, so we that he throw the retired. So even some Germans collect injuries. So now Germans still play returning match. So from one side they get the score is now 2-1. So some people they cap say now 7-1. Some they say this one that one, but from the answer side they get now 2-1.
So you have heard for yourself when the Vikings member said that Eiye killed their member during peace talk. So the Vikings member had said that this is the reason they got angry and they decided to go to the streets and start looking for members of Eiye. And that is when they were able to see an Eiye member walking anyhow up and down, and they brought the Eiye member down. The Vikings members have said that Eiye did not bring down 2 Vikings members. They said they only brought down the retired pilot, and the Vikings retaliated by bringing down an Eiye member, and that was just yesterday morning. Now the Eiye members have said that the reason they rejected the peace talk from Vikings is because Vikings killed their member and asked for a peace talk. They were saying, who does that? But the Vikings members are saying that nobody have died before they called for the peace talk, that it was Eiye that killed their member during the peace talk. That is why they went to look for an Eiye member to bring down, and that was just yesterday afternoon. So in the evening of yesterday, the Eiye #1 man in that particular area was very pissed, and he decided to declare war on members of Vikings in Upper Environs and also Sapele Road. He had told his members that everyone should hide their head because he is declaring war on Vikings. But unfortunately, at night, yesterday night, 4 different people were brought down inside Upper, and those 4 people that were brought down, 3 of them were brought down by members of Vikings, and 1 of them was brought down by the Eiye hit squad. Now the people that the Vikings hit squad brought down, 3 of them, the Eiye members have said that innocent. However, the Vikings members have said that that is a lie, that the Eiye members are trying to deflect. Eiye members have always said that they have never denied their member. However, that same last night, like I said, it was 4 people that were brought down. The 4th person that was brought down is said to have been brought down by the Eiye hit squad, and the young man is said to be a member of Vikings. So this is what happened last night. The people that were brought down just yesterday alone, that we saw that were brought down, are 6 people, and they are saying that it was 7 people that were brought down because 4 people were brought down in the evening, 2 were brought down in the morning stroke afternoon. But they said that it was 3 people that were brought down in the morning stroke afternoon, but it was only 2 that we saw, and 4 people were brought down in the night that we saw. So between 6 to 7 people were brought down just yesterday alone. Now fast forward to today. Immediately I woke up this morning, I checked my phone, and the first update I got was that they have started killing people again in the city of Benin inside Upper. Now this early morning, the Vikings hit squad went to a place called Tipa Garage, and when they got there, they brought a young man down who is the chief security officer of that place, the CSO of that place. They brought the young man down, and they said that he is a member of Eiye. Now the Eiye members have said that that particular CSO is an innocent young man, that he does not belong to any confraternity. They say that this is the 3rd person that the Vikings member has brought down between last night and this morning who is an innocent person. So they said that the CSO is an innocent person. Now as time goes on today,
I agree the ass ruggedly. Who hear the voice go know who the folk. Which I want to talk. I know who need to put this VN for one's view. You understand? And I will forget all those many talk. They will drop person. They will say na HS. This guy wey they drop for this Idogbo, so that guy na old board. Last season inside, maybe na because of I don't know I want to put am. That guy not be small pikin for sec. Not be who know am, na who know am, na him know am. Not be today. Before Leto miss that sef, that guy does the function with the. I know it's that guy na airport road board. More will not call the complicated issues. This one wey be say they go viral for many platforms. So that guy na HS. That make me want fall for this matter. That guy not be HS. You know what I mean? So make this voice note go viral. That guy not be HS. Na here man the key. Hold the here man. In your part, na lapses maybe na shele or they don't know me. And I believe the person when he had the fire and a person will know how the shots. So don't forget all those many drama. See, not be a year man, na HS, na this one. That night too, if they thought say maybe that yesterday night too, cause that yesterday night too, confirmation will see, men see do 1 or 2 investigation. Those one feel not clear. But this morning, you where those men run so, nobody will thought say not clear. You know what I mean? So cause the cops they ground, they see with their eye. But say not be a year man. Normally, maybe the present school of the Zoom might not know say the guy na board. So he should not dey. May they try confirm, may they call many people, may they call old men for that zone. That guy na board though, airport road board. As I would talk now, some persons will be say, we see no say that guy na board. See dey. May they find about that guy where we don't they talk all those and say not be board, not be board. All those things not clear. Before you they say not be board, you sort of find out. It might not be fraternizing, maybe na a way. And that's actually part of it. That one day in one side, now the lapses. If it's a non-one. So this one will be like sound warning to many AMN. Sound warning to many AMN when if you say he clear. So see say CIB. It will be like say CIB say we don't know what they do. My brother, once and hello is forever. If you are fly ruggedly, the bird not feel your use fly, go use the chest stage down tree. And I be really kosa. More price of our rotation way. Everybody use one learn. That guy na bodo. Very dirty. They supposed to don't know what they want to do. Coordinators did that patch, and everybody did that patch. You know what I mean? So maybe they not go. They say not be bored. Na Chile, that guy don't na old board. Won't find out. Now we want to try contribute. We know the complicated issues here. We not argue for what we don't know. Anybody where they should live before, this is what our teachers say they know them. Hello forever, and I will be the issue. I get the ass ruggedly.
Around 10 a.m., the Eiye hit squad went to meet a young man who is a barber inside Upper. There is a young man who owns a shop where he cuts his hair, and they said the young man is a member of Vikings. The Eiye members went to the young man's shop and they brought the young man down in the front of his shop. He was wearing a yellow shirt, and this whole thing is being posted on the Envy Family Telegram in case you want to see what is going on. But be rest assured, it is not a very funny sight. And then again, the Eiye hit squad went to bring down another man inside Upper, and they said that the young man is a member of Vikings. Now the Vikings members have said that that particular young man that the Eiye brought down is not a Vikings member. They said the young man is innocent, that he was probably brought down because he was wearing a red shirt. This is according to members of Vikings. And the Eiye hit squad went ahead again to bring down another young man, and they said that the young man is also a Vikings member. So just today alone, 4 people is said to have been brought down. The CSO that was brought down in Tipper Garage, the barber that was brought down in front of his shop, the young man that was wearing a red shirt that the Vikings members have said is innocent, and another young man that was brought down in the Thai road, in the main road. They just brought the young man down while he was walking. And the situation now is very dire because yesterday the Vikings members have said that since the Eiye rejected the peace talk, that they are going to make sure that they stay in war with Eiye for 1 year. And when they said that, this makes the Eiye members got angry, and the Eiye members have said that the 1 year is too short for them to be in war for Vikings. They said they are going to add 1 more year to make it 2 years. Since the Vikings want to fight them for 1 year, they have extended the war to be 2 years, that this war is not going to end for the next 2 years. And this is happening inside Upper. So my advice for the people that live around these areas, if you know you are a member of Supreme Eiye Confraternity or Supreme Vikings Confraternity, I would advise you to hide your head. When I mean hide your head, travel from that particular area. Travel from Benin City. Look for a place to go because your life is more precious. Anyway, you are watching Nigerian View.